Hey, welcome back. You're going to hear me cutting open a box here in the background because I'm not sure. Okay, very good. Very good. Wasn't quite sure what I was dealing with here, but it's a very well packed Demko custom. That is exciting. So let's get into it. Let me just grab something real quick that I think is going to be relevant to this unboxing. And we will see what we got. So Blade Show 2023 came and went. I was not able to attend. Would like to get out there at some point. It would be really cool. A lot of really neat knives exchanged hands that day. Oh, and this was definitely one of them. Wow. Oh man. So this is the Demko AD22. And this is the second generation, if you will. There was an initial group of knives that came from a few other shows in the past. And this is really starting to evolve into a special kind of knife, I think. This is just another level of fit and finish from the prior, what they were calling kind of the prototype knives. And they've now started doing these in textured titanium, smooth titanium, and all sorts of other cool finishes. Wow, I'm just a little bit in awe right now. The thing that always evades me or is hard to realize on these AD22s is just how small they are. So you see them and they look like these big custom Demko knives made of Magna Cut. You can see they're hand ground 2023. Magna Cut blade steel, all laser etched in there. But they're small as, I mean, they're thicker, but they're as small as the AD22. Now they have a little more cutting edge on them, a little bigger handle, like the handle thickness is way thicker. So just to put that in perspective, it's about 20-30% wider. A custom titanium pocket clip on all of them, really neat looking actually. That is ambidextrous, it can be rotated either way. And a couple other little elements here. It's a slightly different shaped shark lock than the others, and so on. So I'm going to pull out a few of the prototype ones that I have. They made 20 to 25 prototypes along the way. This is one of them. I thought this one was particularly cool because color-wise, it's an evolution, right? It's like really similar. Now I'm immediately seeing a big difference in where the grind starts. So the grind finishes way up higher here. So let's take a look at these. So the grind is much taller on this, right? This is like almost about half the blade. This one, much longer hollow grind on it. That is just an insane grind. Wow. I mean, they're both really cool, but this one is spectacular. So thin behind the edge and impressive. Nice little belt satin hand grind there. The thumb hole looks very similar. The jimping looks very similar. The satin actually looks similar, although there's not much of it here to see. And the overall size and stuff is actually pretty much the same. Obviously, this fat carbon grip's a little softer in the hand, so that feels really, really nice. It's just super well rounded on the edges. This one isn't sculpted so much, so it grips a little boxier. This one feels a little more industrial, but it feels very good still. Yeah, I'm just a little at a loss right now. This is a pretty special one. I wasn't thinking I was going to be able to get anything that came out of those shows. Prices on the secondary being what they are for these Demkos when they come out of, you know, these shows, when it's a new thing they've never done before. You know, there's really only one like this right here. This is a full custom, right? Table price on these are probably $2,000, $2,200, somewhere in there. you're going to pay quite a bit more. I've seen these on the secondary already for $2,800 to $3,000. They also did some real cool custom AD20 compacts at this show, which were very interesting to me. I'd love to get my hands on one. I'm going to pull a little more light over here so we can take a look at these. But yeah, they're, let's see, bear with me 1 second. Just going to get one more out here. All right. They are just doing really cool stuff at Demko, and this is another great example of it. Sorry, it took me a minute to find the right knife here. So that's another one of those prototypes. Yeah, another really cool one here for sure. Slightly different color, but kind of in the same family. A little more on the green side versus these are a little more in the teal family. But these two are basically the same. This one's number, it looks like it's number 9, and this one looks like it's number 17. I don't know if these would be numbers. I think these are numbered because they were kind of in the prototypes, but Demkos don't normally number many of their knives. So yeah, feels really good. Feels really good on both sides. I'm not going to mess around too much here with my left hand, but wanted to just give a quick feel for what that's like. That pocket clip is definitely like a little big, but like doesn't give you much of a hot spot. It kind of just fits fairly perfectly over here. So they designed that pretty damn well for what it is. Give this a little try into the pocket here. It's definitely a pretty strong pocket clip. This thing's gonna tear up your pants pretty good from what I can feel here, especially with this textured titanium you know, around it here. So I'd keep that in mind if you're considering carrying one like this. This is a pretty serious, strong pocket clip here. But it is, gosh, that is a really sweet knife. So yeah, another really neat one from the Demko lineup here on this AD22. And hopefully I'll get to spend a little more time with it and share a bit more of my thoughts on what I'm seeing. Ooh, here's one more thing to point out. Let me see if I can even just grab my flashlight here, and I'll diffuse some of the light a little bit here. But I'll just do it this way. Take a look in there. It's pretty nicely, where am I here? Here we go. Pretty nicely carved out on the inside for weight reduction. That's impressive. That is a serious amount of material carved out from inside of those scales for the weight reduction. So I want to get a quick weigh-in on this little guy. See how it compares to the carbon fiber variants here. Just one more reset real quick. So 4.8 ounces, not bad for, you know, a full textured tie knife with, you know, 3-inch plus cutting edge. By comparison, 4.25, 4.2. So a little more than half an ounce difference to go from carbon fiber to tie. Not bad. 4.15 on that one. Let me just double check the cutting edge on this guy. Very curious to see if that's, I think it looks like it's like more than 3 inches, maybe a 3. Let's see what we got here. Sorry, this camera is like right in my face. Let me do it over here. All right, so yeah, about 3-inch exactly of the cutting edge. And then, you know, you're talking like 3 1/8 or so on the total blade length. So yeah, that's a sweet one right there. Pretty unique knife for sure, and good one to have in the collection. So I think that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. And hopefully I'll get to just give you a little more info about my thoughts on this now once I've had it longer term. Thanks very much for the seller for making this one available, you know, at a fairly reasonable price. He didn't get me too bad on that one, so thank you. All right, see you on the next one.